YouTube, welcome back to another video. Before I get started, I want to thank everybody for all the support recently on my videos. My shorts have been doing really well. My long form videos have been doing really well. Thank you all for the comments, for the support, for the feedback, for the input on your thoughts and opinions on Black Ops 6. Please continue to do so. Please leave a like on this video and please subscribe for more content. Now, straight into it. Does skill-based damage actually exist? I just felt like making this video to share my opinion on it. I really want to know your thoughts and opinions on it as well. I actually got a lot of comments talking about the skill-based damage, and I've read even more comments on bigger YouTubers' comment section about the skill-based damage. And listen, I'm probably going to end up making another video on these quote-unquote conspiracies. And I'm not calling them conspiracies to shoot down the topic and say, no, there's no way. Because I'll be honest, while I'm not one into these conspiracies, I'm only calling it that because it's not a definite truth. Do I personally think skill-based damage could exist? Yes, I really do. From my personal experience and from watching others, here's my 2 cents on it. Because it's one of two things. One, it's skill-based damage. Plain and simple. The game somehow just knows how to manipulate with the algorithms that they have, because that's all gaming is nowadays, alright? Gaming's just algorithms now. Everything used to be all fine and dandy. You get home from school, you get home from work, you log on, you play totally random sandbox, arcade style, first-person shooter, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2 on beautiful maps, graphics way ahead of its time, and now you log on and you're looking at something that looks like real life and plays like Dookie. And that's a fact. Now with all these algorithms, it's hard to believe that it doesn't exist. And from my personal experiences, as well as others, is why is it mid-game you're going crazy? You're on a really good streak. Obviously the spawns go against you, and say you end up dying on like a 15 or 16, if you can manage to get to that. I'm lucky enough to finally get a nuke on this game. I'm going to post a short on it. And then next thing you know, the same gun that you were using 3 minutes ago is now strangely getting a couple extra hit markers. You're shooting him in the head, and they're somehow overpowering you with a weaker weapon, with less attachments. And then it's the whole, shoot first, die first. Which, while that was kind of a meme back in the day because of connection, and that's what I'm also going to talk about, nowadays, it's hard to sit there and think that it's not an algorithm. Because this entire game is built on algorithms. Your entire matchmaking and experience is built on algorithms. And I don't care what anybody says. It's hard to, if Activision comes out and says that doesn't exist, I'm just going to say it flat out, don't believe them. Because this is the same group of people that sat there and lied to our faces for as long as they could on skill-based matchmaking until it was a clear, proven sign because of how easy they made it to notice that they finally made a stupid circle and tweeted it out saying, this is how you're queued up into games. And then they had every reason, your connection, your region, your blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, not on the top, somewhere around there, I forgot where, they had your skill set. But they tried saying that it's like, a fraction of a reason as to the lobbies you're getting. Which is total BS, because connection's worse than ever, because it's not connection dependent, and you could sit there and bomb 3 games, go 0-100, and just back out and rage quit, and you're gonna eventually end up with bots for a game or two. And then you're gonna go crazy, you're gonna drop a ton of kills, and then the next game it gets ramped up through the roof. That doesn't sound like connection, and every other reason you listed is incorporated at all into the matchmaking. So how am I going to believe you if we sit here and say skill-based damage doesn't exist? I personally believe, nowadays, there is a really high chance that it does exist. I've experienced it, even in hardcore. So in hardcore, I'm a huge hardcore fan. I've always been a huge hardcore fan since Black Ops 2. I love the game mode hardcore. I personally recommend it for Call of Duty Black Ops 6 because while if you get into a really sweaty lobby, yeah, they could shoot you through walls. If you're not used to it, you might die a lot and get a little frustrated. If you really just learn how to get used to hardcore, not only do I like that it's more shoot first, get the kill first, you know, you win the gunfight most of the time. I just like emptying the clip on people. You see it in this. I get a kill chain with the Bison, and it's so satisfying when you do that. And also, I don't want to leak anything, but if you are watching this, I think the skill-based is not as bad, just for the fact that all the sweats and the tryhards are probably all on core, and there's less of a population to do skill-based on hardcore. So if you're subscribed to this channel and you're watching this video, it's a little bit of insight on my experiences on it. But even playing hardcore, there's times where I'm on a really good streak and I shoot somebody point blank first, and they somehow, some way manage to get their gun up after running and still beat me. And it makes no sense. It makes zero sense how that happens. So now my second thought on it, which is the only other reason, which is still a horrible reason for a AAA studio with billions of dollars and have every resource at their disposal to make a good game, is the atrocious connection, which is due to skill-based, because it's not prioritizing where you live. And their netcode is trash. I've heard all this stuff, you know, like whatever kind of ticks they're using, they're not making the game as good as it could be. But instead, I've also died sometimes where I'm shooting a guy and their gun is literally up in the air as if they're tactical sprinting. But no, apparently on their end, they were already looking at me and shooting me. It's ridiculous. So either way, whether skill-based damage exists or not, and again, I think it does, why is the connection this bad? The game's brand new. You have everything at your disposal to make a great game with great connections, with great graphics, with great maps, with great gameplay, and yet you decide to do everything that everybody hates. They need to fix these things. They need to come out about these things. If skill-based damage does exist, that's just the end of COD. And obviously, I'm a hardcore COD fan. I'm going to play the game, and I'm going to speak my mind on it. But skill-based damage is something that shouldn't even be talked about. If it's just a netcode and they fix that and then it goes away, okay, we were wrong. But if that gets fixed and there's still these clips of people getting 3, 4, 5 shots to somebody's head and then they still die and the kill cam shows them, and that's the thing, the kill cam shows them getting hit. It's not like it's a netcode and you're getting hit markers, but then the kill cam shows they're not taking damage. They're taking damage, but like minimal. So it's weird. That just can't happen. Enough with the participation trophy awards, Activision. Stop making people think they're better, alright? I was 10 years old playing Modern Warfare 2, and I had to learn to get good. So let's put skill-based damage in casual gameplay, and then we're still gonna come out with ranked. Stupid. Idiotic. That's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the little rant. I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts and opinions. Again, please leave a like, comment. We're about to hit, I think, 2,200 subscribers. Let's keep it going on the road to 10K. I love you guys. See you in the next one.